Oh, my dear friends, Erev Shabbos Parshas Tetzaveh. Let's put some tzedakah, if you can, some extra tzedakah, together with our prayers for the safety, security, and Geula, Mashiach, for all of Klal Yisrael. Tetzaveh, which means commanding. Tetzaveh also means connection. Connecting. Pliers is called tzvat. The two pieces that even when they spread apart, they're always together. Together with whom? Together with Hashem, but also together with each other. And with the situation in Eretz Yisrael, we see so much togetherness. We see so much unity, so much art, so much care, so much love for total strangers. Here's a story that I just came across this week with a name and an address, etc. But no need to mention the name. In fact, I happen to know the family. So this is a young man, 40-ish, originally from Eretz Yisrael, living in Crown Heights, in Brooklyn, New York, in the Chabad, Lubavitch neighborhood. Father of 6, and on Simchas Torah, October 7th, when he, like everybody else, heard the tragedy which has happened, his wife noticed that he's very anxious. And she tells him right then and there, I see you're anxious. I know you were a former soldier. You were, I think, a nurse in the Israeli army. If you want to go, I encourage you to go. It's a time when we have to stick up for each other. It's a time when we Jews all over the world have to stand next to our brothers and sisters in Eretz Yisrael. So they decided if and when he's going to get a call up, he will go. But really, he wasn't going to get a call up because he has been living in New York for such a long time, so he was not anymore in what they call miluim. So he's not registered anymore on the list of the Israelis who are going to be called up. So he called his former commander of 15 years ago. And he said, if you want me to come, I'll be coming. I don't know if they will let me, because I haven't kept up with my medical nursing practice as formerly in Israel and a soldier, but I can tell you personally that I kept up with it over here. I'm part of the Hatzalah, I'm part of the volunteer ambulances, volunteer nurses, so I'm up to it, but I don't know if you will accept. His former commander says, let me look into it. Shortly after that, called him back, if you want to come, please do so. I will take you under my group. Packed his belongings and went. And this is 3 months that he is in battle, in fire. In fact, he was even wounded. He needed stitches, and he was going to be given furlough to leave. And he said, I'm going to stay on the base because I don't have where to go. He doesn't really have anyone in Israel to go to convalesce. He says, I'm going to stay on the base over here and convalesce over here. I'll get better. I'll continue to do what I'm supposed to do. Now, apparently 2 weeks ago, he got a few weeks off. Speaks to his wife, and he mentions to his wife in New York, I would love to see the kids. I would love to see you. 6 children at home. She barely holds the fort, but very encouraging of him to do what he's doing. And he says, let's see, either you're going to come here or I am going to come to New York for a few weeks, and we'll see what's going to happen. Now, he hasn't been working already for 3 months, and he lives from paycheck to paycheck. So he's told that in Jerusalem, I think, there is a few people who they have a special restaurant, so to say, for soldiers who come and eat there, and they pay for their meals. He went there with a few people, a few friends, and indeed, first time he had a decent meal, because as a very Hasidic Jew, he doesn't eat the meat which they offer in the army in Israel, although it's kosher, but he has more strict rules and regulations. So this was the first time they actually had in a number, quite a few months, a decent meal. He walks over to those people who pay for it to say thank you. Who are you? Tell them, I'm from New York. Family in New York. 6 children. Are you going there? He says, I would love to. Actually, I would love my wife to come here, but I don't have the funds. I don't have the money. Give me your wife's phone number. Within 15 minutes, this individual had arranged for tickets for his wife to come with the 6 children for 3 weeks to Israel. Do you have a place where to stay? He says, no. Wait a minute. Makes another few phone calls. Have an apartment for you. I think he said in Har Nof. Stay as long as you want. Mika Amcho Israel. The love, the care for a total stranger. We're not strangers. We're all one. And that oneness is what's going to bring us Mashiach.